Okay, you may begin.
This really sucks. It's my present, and everybody's telling me what the hell to do.
Get over it. Read.
You know, I just had like a moment like on my father. Last year at Christmas time, I zonked Diane. This year, it's your turn. It's kind of a review of pleasant memories. Well, some not so pleasant. I hope you enjoy this little trip down memory lane. I wanted to do this before old age gets to old age gets to old age gets to. I forgot what I was going to write next. Oh wait, now I remember. My fond old memories. As you open each package, you will find a little remark concerning what's in the package. Keep smiling, but remember, payback can be a B blank 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 blank. Love, Dad. P.S. Due to the passing of time, most items are only replicas. The names have been changed to protect the innocent.
There's no one innocent in anything that involves you.
I don't remember you doing anything with Diane.
Because she was in Alaska.
Oh, you sent it out. Okay, I was going to say.
What'd you send it?
So what was that, 2 years ago?
Because you told me not to send it.
What was that, 2 years ago?
Remember
that she was here?
the things that embarrassed you and that I thought was hysterical and...
Can you, like, get off, please? I can't see.
I told you guys not to sit there because Pa was sitting there. No, he's not. He had to move because you moved.
Most of David said you're even fine.
Dog found a nice place, nice and warm on the floor because somebody was laying there and warmed it up.
Well,
She's not
it's
laying like
it's
right
warm
in front
enough
of
from the fire.
From the fire.
She doesn't like the real fire, I don't think.
Buddy, scoop her.
Oh, look, it's a Nelly present.
No, she doesn't like it.
Not as fuzzy as the blankie.
She likes my blankie.
You don't have your knife? Uh-huh.
And I don't have mine either.
Uh-huh.
Get it, Nelly.
Wait till next Christmas.
No, don't squirt it.
Excuse me?
Don't you have like a kitchen knife or something?
John.
I can open it, I just wanted to use my knife. When we were moving, somebody found a Covanta pocket knife, and I'm like, oh, this is cool.
I'll take it.
Why would you take it? It's mine.
Take it. Why are you going to take it?
And why would I give you a knife anyway?
Exactly.
Last thing I would give you is a sharp object.
Exactly.
Wait, Ashley. You need a copy of everything I do.
I want Nelly's.
You're weird.
You know, imitation is a form of flattery.
Yes, it is.
What's that? Well,
Belly rub.
Do you imitate people you like or you don't like? You, personally.
that I don't like.
Yeah? You imitate them?
You
I
try.
don't
You
mean
do what
mock,
they
though.
do.
I mean, you try to act and be like them.
Oh, no.
Right.
They
So
got
that's,
numbers.
imitation is a form of flattery.
They have numbers, Daddy said.
Hence number one.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know.
Who's
I mean, you didn't do too good on that Scrabble game, so I figured you might be having a problem.
Whose gift is this? Apparently it's the gift that keeps giving.
Lots of flack.
And pie.
It's a book. Is it a novel?
No, apparently it's oh man.
Are you gonna read it out loud?
Mr. Dugan. But everybody's quiet. That's it. I was just going to start, Phil. Shortly after buying our first house, us and the bank, we thought it would be really cool to have our milk, soda, and bread delivered to our house. The milk and soda was delivered automatically. The soda man and the milkman, we're not sure which is your father, would call and ask what we wanted and deliver it to the front door. However, the bread man would drive his truck to the front door and carry a box of items that he was selling, and we would pick out what we wanted. This was the procedure each Saturday morning. On this particular early Saturday morning, we heard this little voice coming from about 20 feet up the wall of our house in the driveway shouting, "Mr. Dugan, Mr. Dugan." The name of the delivery company was Dugan. went to the driveway, looked up, and here you were with most of your body hanging out of your bedroom window, calling out to the Dugan man. Very shortly after, I nailed you to the bedroom. I nailed your bedroom shut to prevent you from falling out.
Nice.
You didn't say.
Nailed the bedroom window
It's
shut.
gonna be the nails.
I said 20 feet up in the air.
Oh,
Well, they know Diane was behind me trying to push me. See, now I need a knife.
Where's scissors?
Got a shoulder blade?
Go get the X-Acto
You
knife,
don't?
please.
No, I said it before.
I'm gonna run
You
out
don't
of
have a shoulder blade?
disc
Get
space.
Jonathan's. He's got a blade, he's got a sword.
Here. I got some pie.
David.
Pie or square?
Jonathan, go get your knife from Africa. Let him use that.
no.
Oh,
It's actually a dog's.
It is actually Nellie's. It's one of her most annoying toys that drives me crazy.
yeah, I see the fur
You
on
want
it.
it?
You know what this will be good for? My hemorrhoids.
That's true.
You sit on a donut.
Hold it up now, I got the camera working.
Are you really giving that to him? Hi,
I'm not
this is
taking
Nellie.
Nellie's toy.
She doesn't play with it.
You don't play with it.
Number 2.
Should we wait?
No, because I'm seriously gonna run out of disc space or battery.
I
So
do number 2.
Ew! I think
That's
I
what
got
he
number
said.
2 coming.
That's what he said.
come
David, get
on.
off.
I'm going to sleep.
David!
On at least a few
Nellie?
occasions, I remember you trying your hand at interior decorating. And if I am correct, you and Lisa tried your hand at painting the bedroom in your home. You came up with this striped design on the walls, alternating one color and then another color, repeating this design all around the bedroom. Admittedly, you both said that it was a very time-consuming and tedious job, and that you would think twice before ever attempting this pattern again. This reminded me of a time of possibly 30 or more years past that you came up with a rather unique idea of how to paint your room. I might add that this procedure took little time and thought to master. Never have I seen this never have I seen this design or technique used again. Thank God. If I remember correctly, you devised a rather simple style of doing a rather random pattern on your wall. Correct me if I'm wrong, I have no problem doing that, but to the best of my knowledge, you took a magic marker pen, tied a string around the marker, and then proceeded to spin the marker. Ooh, we shouldn't be saying this out loud. All around the bedroom. This procedure took about a half an hour. It created a rather unique pattern of all size dots on the wall. It was something to see.
How old was he when he did this?
Teen,
What?
13, 14?
teenage.
No.
13, 14?
David, she's gonna ruin your sweatshirt.
No.
That's why it needs to be put away.
Nellie. Nellie, come.
Damn it! Get down!
Well, his sweatshirt
What is
says
it?
we put on.
The box.
I want it.
You
Ashley.
want it? You can have it. As soon as I open it.
We did that to pause this morning.
See, I got my own yo-yo.
It's not a yo-yo. Don't start swinging it around.
Yo-yo.
They just painted this.
What are you doing?
Yo-yo. Make it into yo-yo.
I think this is my present.
I know, but I need to
Do you have another
record this,
memory
and
stick? I'll stop and wait if you want to dump that on the computer and start all over again.
battery is more of a concern.
Ashley, that table's gonna fall.
Ashley, get your feet off of
Yeah,
it.
It doesn't work like your yo-yo.
You didn't pose.
Close.
I drained that one, by the way, on purpose.
You probably left it uncovered for like a year. Oh, children. Damn. 3,
How many are there?
14.
Nice.
No, this one you're gonna run out of battery for.
Nice.
Evening, nice clear sky, charming stars, and a very clear view of the moon, not yours. We were enjoying the evening, which was very relaxing and calm. Well, that was all about to end rather suddenly when the clear skies were interrupted by the bright flashing of red lights. Ooh, I always wanted my BB gun back. I looked out of the neighbor's window and noticed that these flashing red lights were mounted on a police car which was parked directly in front of our house. Leaving my neighbor's house, I rushed to our house only to have the police officer stop me and ask if this was my house, to which I replied, "No way in hell." Yes, although at that moment I gave thought that maybe I should answer no and walk away. I asked him what was the problem, to which he replied, "We received a complaint that a car passing by your house was hit with BBs. The BBs shattered the car window and caused the driver's mother, his mother-in-law I believe, who was a passenger in the car, to have a panic attack. Well, the police and I entered our house, and there you and one of our neighbor's sons were down the basement just as calm as could be, acting as innocent as possible. When the cop questioned you, you gave the standard answer, 'Duh, I don't know what you're talking about.' However, you recanted and admit that you and your friend were in fact shooting BBs at the stop sign across the street, and maybe a stray BB hit the passing car. The cop confiscated the rifle and suggested that we visit the driver, and I suggested that we visit the driver of the car and offer an apology. The next day you got all cleaned up, shined your shoes, put on your best clothes, spit shined your hair, and rehearsed your best apology speech."
Spit shined your hair?
I'm reading.
Okay.
"We then visited the gentleman, and you looked refined and rehearsed, offered up your apology. The man was impressed and said that he would not press any charges and suggested you put your energy into something else, like playing ball. I visited the police front desk and related to them that you apologized. They offered me the rifle back, but I told them to keep it." They did offer it back? You'll shoot your eye out!
Yeah, exactly. That's not a Red Ryder box.
It's on all day.
I know.
TBS.
I know.
24 hours.
I know.
Fragile.
Fragile. We just watched that the other night. One of my favorite movies.
Stoke the fire.
Fragile. Fragile.
The guy got a box and it had fragile stamped on it, and he goes, "Oh, it must be Italian. It says fragile."
And it's the
leg
lamp.
lamp.
Oh, a white piece of cardboard. See?
Ah!
I knew I'd get it back.
It's a miniature version of it. That's because you've gotten bigger. You not taking a picture?
Thank you. My smiles don't last that long.
Bang.
Did you add the stop? Oh. Yeah,
Yeah,
you.
where I did on that stop sign?
I just see that now. The stop sign with the BB holes in it.
Nice.
Oh shit. I don't like.
The funny thing is, truth be told, oh, it's on video, I can't say it. We weren't shooting no stop signs. Well, we were to start with.
And then you shot at the car directly.
Like moving cars.
Yeah, exactly. Then it got boring. Oh my god. I mean, oh, another one. You were only a few years old when your mother and I discovered that you were quite a snoop. As I seem to remember, it became quite a challenge between you. Ooh, happy feet. As you and I, challenge between you and I, and how we never let on to each other about you snooping. I must admit that you are a rather good Houdini. At some point in your early years, you managed to get into a rather secure all-steel metal cabinet that I kept all my personal stuff in. However, I noticed that the steel hinge pins had been tampered with.
Oh my
To prevent
gosh.
this from happening again, I fixed them so that they were now unremovable. However, by this time it was too late. Diane later told me that one of your past snooping expeditions, you found not only some rather raunchy old 8mm film, but a projector as well. So you set up the projector, invited some of your friends over, and had a grand old time. Diane arrived home while you and the guys were watching the films, and you called her down the basement to view the film. According to her, she ran upstairs shouting, "I'm telling Mom and Dad." She did admit to me that she blackmailed you for all it was worth, and didn't tell us for several years. Both of you had a few good laughs out of this by saying things that involved the name of the movie, Happy Feet, in front of your mother and me, but never saying it was related to the movie. ironic that they made a kids movie years later called Happy Feet.
Did you really do innuendo like that? You would mention?
Honestly, I don't remember that, but I don't doubt it.
I don't doubt it. That's the right answer right there.
Yeah.
The irony is, if this is the 8mm film, I have a projector. You know what we're doing tonight?
OMG.
I don't think Amazon sent those out.
Dad, could you throw my trash on the fire?
Oh, thanks, Dad.
Yeah, it was.
Appreciate that. Ooh.
Excuse me.
It's Happy Feet.
Mhm.
Man,
Not the right one.
wrong version.
What is
I was
this?
watching that on TV yesterday.
Yep.
All I'm going to say is I did search and was unable to locate the real original.
Yeah, I can't. I mean, black and white 8mm. I can't imagine.
I said to Dad, "What year do you think it was?" He's like, "Probably the 30s, 20s, 40s."
Put it this way: it was porno, but they had clothes on.
Can you like stop moving, David?
All right, how long has he been your brother? Has he ever been able to stop moving?
Yes.
Did you forget what you were?
No, it's something on my finger on it.
He forgot how to count
Maybe
past
I got
4.
the marker. Do we know what year we're up to?
1982.
77.
I remember you had a rather small bedroom back at. Oh, I know what this is. Back at our house, and you just heard these stories like last weekend. I remember you had a rather small bedroom back at our house.
3 times he had a really small bedroom.
That's how small it was. It was so small I had to go outside to turn around. And beside the room being small, you didn't care much for the door in your room leading to the attic. However, I did the room over and made it a little more comfortable for you. We decided to put your dresser in your clothes closet. That gave you a little more room. I paneled the walls, put in a drop ceiling, and did some painting. I believe I also installed a few shelves over your bed. All in all, the room, although still small, became more comfortable for you. Unknown to me, you also included your own little secret storage area. Well, it wasn't unknown to you. Initially it was. I didn't notice it for quite a while. However, one day I had to go up into the attic. While going through your room, I noticed several fingerprints on ceiling panels. Directly over your bed, I thought this was to be rather strange, and I wondered what would cause the fingerprints. I guess his fingers, but, you know, that's just me. So I reached up and removed a few of the tiles. 1 or 2 of these tiles were rather heavy and difficult to lift, so I reached over the area where I had already removed the tile. Now I realized that you created your own private storage area. I removed several magazines that were being stored in this area. I was quite surprised to find that these magazines did not contain sports, photos, arts and crafts, or anything of educational value, because I wouldn't have to hide those. Not unless you consider girly magazines like Playboy, Penthouse, Esquire educational. Learned a lot from them. And I only got them for the articles. I returned the books to your hiding place for years and continued to borrow from your library without your knowledge, and explained this problem to your mother. She asked me if I was going to punish you for having these books. I answered, heck no, not until I looked through all of them. I might just add that it took me several weeks to glance through them all. Bet you it took you more than that. It was a collection. Can I open it? Here's it. Exactly. Close your eyes. Do not bend. How do I sit then?
Really?
Don't laugh at him. It only encourages him.
1977.
Oh, you know what would be nice? Nice.
What
Is it a classic?
Yep.
Wow.
What is it?
No.
No. But thanks for asking.
What is it?
Playboy.
Where'd you get a 77?
eBay.
Yes, your sister.
Really?
She got
I might
that.
just keep it like this and, you
Yeah,
know.
I looked through it though.
Did you already?
I said, Diane and I were saying, wouldn't it be a flippin' riot if Donald looked at it and goes, I remember this one?
Oh, so I guess, did you shoot for that time frame on purpose? Or?
Well, there were
Probably
choices, so I
older.
figured it was probably around, I didn't know what age you were doing that, but you would have
The joy
been
of
17.
sex aids, not
I know.
not the disease. Grassroots, pot penalty, state
All right,
by
get on
state.
with it.
I'm trying, trust me.
Yeah, Daddy said, I can't find a Playboy magazine anywhere. And we're like, you have to ask for them. You can't just get it off the shelf.
And meanwhile, how old was I and I was selling them?
Oh, you were selling
Well, I
them?
worked at the candy store.
Oh,
Bring them
oh,
all home.
That's how I got them. I didn't think I
oh.
bought them.
Okay. I didn't
Kidding
realize.
me? I would have had to mortgage their house for those. I remember a time when we lived in RP. Diane was living with Mary, I think, and she came to visit us. At the time, she had a red VW Beetle car. I don't remember the reason, but she parked the car in our driveway for a few days. Upon her return, she wanted me to check the car to be sure it had enough oil. I had a difficult time opening the hood. It turned out that the bumper was pushed up against the hood. I had to repair it so that the hood could open. Strange as it seems, the car did not have this problem when it was left in the driveway. I wonder what could have happened. Well, after questioning you, and I got the I don't know answer. However, later on you fessed up and you admitted that you removed the keys from the house and took the car out for a spin and backed into something somewhere between the driveway and the Route 80 overpass.
Which isn't very far, by the way.
No, actually, as the story goes, I don't know why for some reason I was going in reverse.
Well, because it's a Volkswagen Beetle and the motor's in the
I
back.
didn't want to turn it around or something, and I went down part.
Is it because it was stick shift?
No, because it was the semi-automatic.
Oh.
He was afraid he was going to put miles on
And
it.
somehow, so yeah, maybe that's what it was. If I go backward and go forward the same distance,
Then, yeah.
and somehow I went too fast backwards and lost control, and it swerved, and I hit a telephone pole. And I quickly pulled it, put the car right back where I found it, put the keys back where it was. But I don't think you found out for years, right? I don't think I fessed up.
He said he had, that you did it, you
It's been
mean.
a while.
Yeah, I mean years.
Well,
No, I'm just saying, as I remember.
I bet just give me a little toy VW.
Yeah. I bet it's gonna be a fresh car.
What is it with you and Fight today?
It's always pie.
As always.
Pie, cheese, Jeff, and Bob.
China.
David
Oh,
just
pie
says them.
doesn't mean the food.
It's just one of David's words.
I was right.
Diane will be happy to see her car.
Was it red, too?
Yep.
Bless
Bless you.
Bless you.
Them doors open, the hood open.
Volkswagen new Beetle. Oh, this is the new one though, right? No, I'm just saying.
Well, I figured I'd buy her a new one. That's the best I can
I should give this to her and say I really felt bad for your Beetle that I wrecked on you.
Yeah,
So.
take it to...
Take it with you when you go to Alaska.
I was right there sitting there, she's like, I'm gonna jump.
Is that the end of the trip down memory lane?
Yeah, that's enough. I mean...
Do we need to leave you alone in the
Yeah,
bathroom
I
with
didn't
your
want to do it in
magazine?
In dog years.
Oh my God.
Oh, wait, there's more? I thought we were done.
Number 7.
It had to be something good I did that.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
From this, you know? Just save any of those.
I definitely do not have enough media left to remember you doing something good.
No.
It'll take too much time.
I'll sit with you.
Yeah, I knew this was
I'll
coming.
sit with you.
We had this little pet hamster, I believe we named him Charlie. Charlie was a friendly little guy and loved being around people. Charlie was very content just staying in his cage. His cage had all the basics, like a wheel to spin around in, and a food tray, water, and a few little toys to play with. The cage also had a rather strong locking device, so it kept Charlie very safe and secure in his little world. Well, something amazing happened one night in the wee small hours. in the middle of the night, somehow Charlie managed to open the rather strong locking device on his cage, climb off the table where the cage was, and then walk, or whatever hamsters do, make a left turn into the living room, walk about 15 feet or so through the living room. At this point, the little guy managed to climb up the landing, turn left, and proceed up approximately 15 steps. I think there were 13.
13.
Thank you.
Well, that counts as landing, popping bottom.
It's an approximately.
No, because when you climb steps, don't you count?
You count them.
Right, I know.
No, but I'm just saying, did you do that when you were a kid?
I did.
No?
I
I
do.
do.
I
I
See?
do.
It's a
Okay.
genetic thing. It's got to be a guide thing.
It's a downstate thing, not an upstate
It
thing.
must be.
A
It must be a
downstate.
pie
Different state
thing.
thing.
The state of confusion. That's the one we're in.
Right.
Constantly.
Walk through the small hallway. I can only guess that this little guy now took a rather long rest. After resting for a while, Charlie then continued with his trip. He made another left turn leading directly into your bedroom. He then somehow managed to enter the top or second top drawer of your dresser. I must comment that this little guy made this trip without the help of a GPS. Gerbil protection system.
Ah, very
For
good.
some reason, you got out of bed and opened the dresser drawer because I heard scratching. I think you said, duh, I think I heard some strange noise coming from my dresser. With that, Charlie,
Put it
now
up in your
all
room.
rested, decided to continue on his
Ashley.
journey, jumped out of the drawer and ran all around your room. After what seemed like hours, your rather pregnant mother, that was her choice, managed to throw a towel over poor Charlie and return him to his cage. Charlie must have forgotten how to unlock his cage after he made this trip around the house because he never escaped again. I often thought of changing Charlie's name to Superman because he was faster than a speeding bullet and able to leap tall buildings in a single bound.
Why is your shirt backwards?
Go in the bathroom, actually.
Ooh,
It's too
the
low
hamster right
when
there.
it's the other way.
Zero?
You're
I hope you
scratching.
didn't wrap him up too early.
That's why I didn't want it near the fire.
Where's the wheel? Where's the hamster?
Ash, see, it needs to be backwards, John.
Oh my goodness, it pet.
Jonathan.
I don't know whether that or not.
Give me bubber.
Keep that to,
Give me bubber.
book.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Well, he's got to get him out.
He went to sleep.
Give it to Uncle Donald.
Now he fell upside down.
It's a piece of pie.
It's cheese.
This is it.
Mm-hmm, you knew that, didn't you?
Is its name Charlie?
Excuse me.
No, it's not pre-named.
Oh.
Wait,
No,
let me
his
see it.
name wasn't Charlie.
What was it?
I don't know, the rabbit was Charlie.
And so were
Everything was
so was
named
the
Charlie.
squirrel,
I
exactly.
don't know.
You had a squirrel.
Well, kind
Oh,
of.
that's right, Charlie the squirrel. What about the
Oh,
skunk? Did we ever
It's
name
Mr.
the skunk?
Squiggles.
Yeah, we had skunk.
Oh yeah, where's the name?
Squiggles.
Pa, we had a squirrel that would come on our back deck and would eat out of your hand, right? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Try me.
We named him
I
Charlie.
have.
And then we had
Press my
skunks and
nose.
Paul would feed him
Would
marshmallows.
if it wasn't.
This guy really
Yeah, they
runs
make
around.
noises.
Yes.
Could go all through that. I don't have to put it together, or if it's...
Funhouse add-on room.
Let's go get mine.
The disco room, speaking of the 70s.
Nice.
The movie room. The swimming pool. The 8mm room.
The 8mm room?
That's a special room. Only Uncle Donald has that one. Can't see the hamster. Flip him around. No. There you go. Duh.
The other way.
I've said that a few times.
Duh.
I was looking at the camera.
Duh. Duh.
Do.
Duh.
Do. Jonathan, do your noise.
So hopefully you guys will leave legacies for your parents. Like this.
Well, like driving the car around.
No.
dang it.
What? Like,
For the stove.
You mean a stereo?
Yeah, I was gonna,
No, knob off of the stove.
I'll get back here.
No,
We
actually.
once got down to
Mom,
Illinois,
I'm getting something.
What?
and he went with his fingers,
Want
Dad,
something.
and he went home and turned all the gas jets on in the house.
Nice.
yeah, I was thinking of
No.
the stereo too.
No, I was told.
But now wait, I have a question.
Mom said no.
Because you fessed up to the real stories behind everything minus